YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 4, aka the finale of the Pokémon Platinum Map Randomizer. Now you might be thinking to yourself, dude, it's a little bit advantageous to call this the finale when you still haven't found all of the trainers. That's true. But I'm going to tell you right now, if it takes 4 hours today to find the last couple trainers, I'm here for it, man. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. With that being said, we're going to hit a quick little recap here as to what has happened in the first 3 episodes combined. So to do that, I'm going to start in the trainer card here and show you that out of these 8 gym leaders, we have 7 badges. I forgot to shine them this morning. Let me do it while I'm, oh, it's only 3 of them. Okay, now I got to make them all match to all be shiny. Alright, so the only gym leader we do not have information on is Byron. Obviously, if we knew where he was, we'd already have the badge because our team is more than strong enough to take down anything that we run into. Now, apart from that, then we got to talk about the Elite Four and Cynthia. So, out of the 4 Elite Four members, we have information on 3 of them. We know how to find 3 of them, but I'm not going to battle any of the Elite Four members until we do all 8 gyms first. I don't have to do that. It's just a rule that I said at the start, so we're going to follow it. So, we got to find Byron today. In addition to that, we have to find 1 more Elite Four member, that is Flint, and then of course, Cynthia herself. So, 3 more notable trainers to find, but 6 more battles to get through, because we got 1 gym leader, 4 Elite Four members, and Cynthia the champion, okay? So that's where we're at in terms of important characters. Now, I want to talk about TMs and HMs real quick. Well, actually, now that we're here on the town map, let's also open this. So just real quick, if you see on the map here, every city we've been to except for 1, and that is Florimora Town. Now, after thinking about it last night, because we've been to Eterna City a whole bunch of times, but I didn't think about this till after the stream. So, you know, because Eterna Forest doesn't lead to Eterna Forest, right? There's a map randomizer. But we now do have access to cut, and we'll go look at the HMs in a minute, but we do have access to cut, so we don't need to worry about going through the forest. We can take the path on the eastern edge of the forest and just cut the bushes, and we can walk all the way down to Florimora Town. So that's what we're going to do. But first we're going to check Snowpoint City where we're at now, because that's where we ended up last night, but we have not checked any of the buildings here yet. So we're going to check Snowpoint, hopefully find Cynthia, Flint, or Byron. And then eventually at some point, whenever I do end up in Eterna City next, that's how we get to Florimora Town, instead of hoping that we randomly warp into Florimora, which might be possible here in Snowpoint. But basically, at the very end of the previous recording, we went here to, well, we ended up here by taking the boat from the fight area, and then before checking any of the buildings, we walked over to get Rock Climb, right? And then on the way back, after grabbing Rock Climb, we used it on the, what's it called, Lake Acuity, I think? I always get the three lakes mixed up. But I think it's Lake Acuity between Rock Smash and Snowpoint. And we're like, you know what? Very end of the episode, let's just go ahead and climb this one rock, but we're going to go save back in Snowpoint. Well, we climbed up the rocks, and it led right into Crasher Wake's gym. So that's how we got Wake's badge at the very end of last episode. And that's notable because in this game that enables us to use Surf in the overworld. So as you can see here, we are still missing 3 HMs. We're missing number 2 for Fly, number 5 for Defog, and 7 for Waterfall. Kind of sucks that we don't have Fly, obviously because we have Maylene's badge, but it slows down the progress a little bit, not being able to fly from city to city, but it's a map randomizer. We made a lot of connections at this point, so I don't really care about Defog. We don't need it to beat the game, but it would be nice to find Fly, and we also don't need Waterfall either, but that's an easy one to get because we just go visit Jazzy on the beach in Sunnyshore's, right? Fly, everybody knows where Fly is, but there's only 2 different warps that'll lead into that small warehouse where Fly is. We haven't been lucky to get that yet, so we'll see. That's kind of a little recap, and that way everybody knows where we're at starting the action today. But I feel pretty good about, well, no matter what happens, I'm going to keep playing this game until we find everything. But let's be honest, it's only 3 more trainers, and we've checked probably 75% of the warps in the game. So with that being said, there's still a chance that, you know, we might have to Surf and then Waterfall and then use Strength. Now, here's the issue about Strength, though. That's the last gym badge we're missing is Byron. So I'm not going to start off with checks today that involve Strength, which, thinking about it, if you really think about it, in Sinnoh, strength actually might be the most important of all the HMs in something like this, because in Stark Mountain, which we've been to a few times, in Victory Road, which we found a few times, and even in Mount Coronet that we've been to a few times, there's a whole bunch of strength boulders in all 3 of those places, and that is really blocking our path. I was, you know, kind of saying that either, well, Fly is probably the most important in terms of speed, but it was probably between Surf, Rock Climb, or Strength. But the more I thought about it last night after the recording, I actually think Strength is the most important of the 3 for this particular region in a map randomizer. So it's unfortunate. We've already warped to a lot of places where we warped in the backside of where you would normally need Strength to get to. So like we had to turn around and just go right back, right? Because we don't have Strength. So technically at this point I still have no idea if the seed is beatable. But once we find Byron, that'll open up the entire map, because then we can use all the HMs. So let's hope we can find Byron, and let's go ahead and get the action started. Ain't no way you're pulling up a Team Groudon, bro. You must have read you read my response. Mods, get him out. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't ban him. Don't ban him. That was funny though. We were going at it this morning on the YouTube comments. This fool out here trying to say Groudon is better than Kyogre. Please. All right, we're starting off at the Pokemon Center. And let's see what this leads to. Okay, I don't know where this is, but it don't matter. We're checking this one. Okay. Still no gym leaders. Iron Island. I've already been through this one right here. This led to like Eterna. Hold on. I'm gonna spray repel. I've already been through this. I remember this. Where are the repels? Ooh, we only have 8 more super repels. One thing I want to prioritize today is finding a Pokemart and buying like 30 super repels, because I'm not trying to run into any wild Pokemon today in this. But I remember that I've already been through here, so we could have went to Snow Point, Oreburgh City. We also need to check this. Okay. Okay, hold on. We can quickly get to Oreburgh. I think I've actually already found that in Oreburgh, but we didn't check the whole city yet. But I remember coming through here, and I think I just went back, or I went up the elevator. So that was pretty funny. The one way we didn't go was that right there, which literally would have led to Snow Point. Okay. Okay, Oreburgh's good. There is connections there that could get us back to Eterna, and therefore let us go check. Oh, I didn't even go in the gym. We were just standing right outside it. But again, going from Eterna will get us down to Florimora Town, the last city we haven't been to yet. This is like the lamest inside to a Pokemon gym I've ever seen. There's nobody here. Just kidding. It's obviously not what the gyms look like. Okay, let's do this one down here then, the mart. Please be an actual mart so I can buy some super potions, man. Of course, it's Coronet again. There's probably only 2 battles on this, right? And I don't think we need strength. I'll go ahead and do this. Some of these floors in Coronet, though, there's like a whole bunch of battles. And again, the point is, these are kind of a waste of time. Because we don't need the experience. It's nice. I'd like to get a few more levels before we try to take on Cynthia today, but, you know, good luck, have fun. Now, I also didn't say this in the intro, but just in case somebody in the future is finding this YouTube video before the first 3 of them in the playlist, this is also a randomizer for the trainers as well. So Cynthia's not, well, she could have a Garchomp, but every trainer in this game, like you see, this trainer, why do you have a Moltres, by the way, has 2 fire types. So every trainer in the game got randomized to specialize in one type of Pokemon. Therefore, Cynthia's going to have, she's not going to have her normal team. She's going to have, well, at least I hope. But so far, like every trainer, even gym leaders have had all randomized teams, but they all specialize in one type. So I'm expecting that's going to be the case with the Elite Four and Cynthia. It should be if I set the game up correctly. But again, we've only battled gym leaders. We haven't done Elite Four or Cynthia. I knew he was going to get snipe me from there. So we'll see. You know, as we're playing, if you guys want, go ahead and drop your predictions. And that way we can track it to see what you think the Elite Four members or just Cynthia, whatever you want to, like, you know, guess what types they're going to have. If you just want to guess Cynthia's type, or if you want to guess the Elite Four and Cynthia, you know, just go ahead, have a little fun with it. Type whatever you're thinking, because again, we're not going to do them until we find Byron, so Probably going to take an hour, I hope. If it takes 3 hours to find Byron, then you got plenty of time to get your guesses in for the Elite Four and Cynthia. It was pretty funny last night that we found 2 different gym leaders that had a Ladybug as their ace Pokemon. So we found Volkner, who usually has electric types, right? But Volkner had all bug type Pokemon. And therefore, like, Ladybug was the ace for Volkner. And then later at the end, we found Crasher Wake. And Crasher Wake was a flying type specialist, but also had an ace Ladybug. Had a Charizard. Crasher Wake had a Charizard, but it was lower level. And the ace Pokemon was actually... Okay, I thought maybe that was a Repel. That's why I wanted to get it. There's only one exit here, but I might as well check it, because there's no trainers. But yeah, so Crasher Wake also had a Ladybug as his highest level Pokemon. It's pretty funny. The Pokemon League, but we don't have Waterfall yet. But it's only one check up there. Okay. We'll be back. We'll be back. So, I'm not even going to note this. This was just the Pokemart from Snow Point leads to the Pokemon League. But we need to go find Waterfall. And if I have to, I can find my way back to Sunny Shore. That to me is not a priority because it's literally just one check up there. But, hey, imagine if Cynthia was up there, like in the Pokemon League. That would be kind of lit. Okay. Only a couple more houses here in town, and I guess maybe the temple might be open too. The Valor Cavern. This should also be randomized, but it's kind of been hit and miss with what's randomized and what's not. Was that a Geodude? That was a randomized... I should have stopped talking to listen to the cry, but... I think this is a Geodude. Okay, Graveler. Do we catch this over Munchlax? Okay, I also forgot to showcase the team in the intro, but... We found Arceus yesterday. Turns out to be a Kecleon, which is hilarious, by the way, if you know anything about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That was funny. But the only Pokemon that well, I wouldn't mind replacing both of these two, but... Even though Wobbuffet's 44, it can still work in the Elite Four because it has so much HP, Mirror Coat, and Counter. I kind of want to replace Munchlax. And I think we're going to catch this because I mean, we can't evolve it, but, you know. I do have the Earthquake TM in case it doesn't have it. At least we'd have a strong stab option. And I did go ahead and turn up the catch rate as high as I could. So it might take a couple balls, but it should be pretty easy to catch stuff, like even at full health. So let's see. Okay, I wasn't sure how that was going to work with turning up the catch rate. Yeah, that's true, Jazzy. One check could make or break the run. Alright, I'll go back and see you on the beach to get Waterfall. You were still waiting there with the picnic. I never returned after day 1 when I found you there. I'm not even going to talk to that dork. Hey, look at this guy's haircut, man. You think I'm going to strike up a conversation with him? No, I'm out of here. Next. Okay. We just gotta find a Pokemon Center. Is the temple open? That's the question. It is. Where does this go? It looks like Team Galactic has taken over the temple. Okay. So this gives us 2 checks, though. That's not bad. Wait, no, we've already been here. I think. I think we were over there in that room on the far left. Because that's a dead end. Like, if I was here before, I would have found Snow Point. So we actually have not been here before. I also kind of want to keep that Graveler. I'm dropping down to save. I got to remember to save. It's important. Especially if we find anything good. Arguably, you know, Munchlax will be better than Graveler. Because I do have a couple rare candies that we found. I could give a rare candy to Munchlax and get a Snorlax, right? It's better than Graveler, but I don't know. I kind of like the, oh. Okay. Okay. That saves a little bit of time. Hold on. Okay. That was real quick. So there's only one more building in Snow Point. We're doing that first. Okay. Very nice. But you know, honestly, I like Graveler better than Munchlax, just in terms of being able to hit stuff hard with Earthquake and Rock attacks. So... And even potentially blowing up. Coronet again. Like the 30th time, but it's a dead end. There is an item here. Okay. Okay. So that takes care of Snow Point then. Arbok, way too low level. Let's take it out for the experience. Okay, we're going to drop a save in Floramora. Even though I saved right next to the stairs that take us there. It really doesn't matter. But just so when I eventually have to reset, I don't forget. Now, one other really clutch thing about finding Floramora as late as we did is the TM for Thunderbolt. So I gotta remember to grab that. I mean, I'm gonna be back there in about 30 seconds, but I might forget. So make sure I grab Thunderbolt. Had we found Floramora Town earlier in the game, aka, you know, earlier than the very end of last episode when we got Wake's badge, we would not have been able to surf and go get Thunderbolt, which I'm going to do right now, so I don't forget. And I'm going to grab this Pecha Berry, because I don't like being poisoned. And actually, same with the Chestos. Let's get it. We haven't needed whole items through the whole playthrough, but we might need them for the Elite Four. Okay. I'm going to get T-Bolt over here. Again, really clutch that we can surf. And, what? Hello? Where is Looker hiding? This guy's like a ninja, man. He might be in the trees. He might be in the rocks. I don't know. I don't know. Ah, yes, it is you. Alright. That was funny. I think you're supposed to encounter him on the path, probably. I don't know. I'm stuck right now. It's because Looker's trying to talk. I don't know where bro was trying to go. But that's not Thunderbolt. That's how we evolve Electabuzz. I think this is Thunderbolt right here. Okay. Again, Darkrai's moveset has been really bad, so this is a big find right here. Especially because all the gym leaders we've fought, I don't think any of them have had water types. So maybe an Elite Four member might specialize in water. Therefore, we need that T-Bolt. And actually, that's so important that I'm gonna battle this guy. I'm gonna teach T-Bolt to Darkrai, and then go ahead and save the game after that, actually. We also have Charge Beam, but that can miss. I don't like Charge Beam. So, you know, out of the 4 Pokemon we have here, Darkrai's got the best special attack stat, so that's what's getting T-Bolt. And yeah, Fan Attack's garbage. Don't need it. Now, the one thing about Darkrai that would be nice is to get it to level 66, I think. That's what Jazzy said yesterday for when it learns Dark Void. But again, we're a little far away from that. I don't think we're going to get Dark Void for the Elite Four, but that would make it a hell of a lot easier. Alright, speaking of easy, it's really low level. You learn the hard way how to save? Yeah, getting soft locked is rough, bro. It's definitely a thing. And definitely not a fun thing to have to deal with. That's for sure. By the way, I need to find a Pokemon Center to restore my PP, man. We haven't had a center in forever. Is this locked? Wow, there's probably a gym leader in there. But we know how to deal with this, right? This is where we found Gardenia's gym, the inside of the meadow. Normally we just walk right through here, but that's not how it works. Okay, we can also surf over to the Fuego Ironworks, because very start of this playthrough we were inside Fuego. But again, we don't know how we got there, so I'm going to save. And we'll check town here first, and then we'll probably surf over to Fuego. Check that door. Alright, what do we got, man? Give me something good. Oh, wait. I just went in the mart. I was like, wait, this house is not randomized? This is the flower... Okay, that's kind of funny. This is the flower shop right here, which is normally located right here. What is this? This is just a battle house. Not interested. Okay. We haven't checked anything in town. We got here from the top left corner. Okay. These dead ends aren't great, but again, every dead end we find is one less dead end to find later. Just remember that. Okay. I don't have that many repels left, though. We need to find Big Mart. What? Legendary? Another one? This is at level 20. What a joke. I'm just gonna take it out with a brine real quick. Never mind. This is why I hate fog. Because it always messes with the accuracy. This isn't even going to give me... Alright, alright. I'm running away. I'm not even doing it for the experience points. I just wanted like a special attack EV. Okay. We're going to use repels in here because I'm not going to sit here and deal with... You know, I just missed twice in defog. We're not doing that today. We do have to fight this guy, which is kind of annoying. Oh, no, I don't. What am I saying? Let's go around this way. Okay. That's not a great area to spawn into. It's too far away to go for any of the checks. I mean, I'll grab this. But... Nah, it's... I guess I can go grab this item too, because we still have the repel active. But, you know, there is like a... Okay, that's kind of worthless too. Items are not randomized, by the way. I didn't remember what that is. There is still exits here, right there. There's a southern gatehouse from this position, and going around the northern way probably leads to what's it called? Like the survival area or whatever. So you know that's too far to go. We're only gonna come back there if we have to. Those one-off things, like I checked a lot of them yesterday to try to eliminate some of them from having to like do it during the finale, because I want this to be snappier, man. It's got to be snappier. So we did a lot of one-off checks yesterday. I don't really care to do those today unless I really have to. Okay. This is just one check in here. A Pokemon. Okay, I need this. I really needed this. I need a Mart too, but it's actually been quite a while. We haven't found a Poke Center since we fought Crasher Wake last night. That's good. That's good. No, the repel wasn't up when Darkrai spawned. It's because Darkrai showed up, I decided to spray a repel after that. Acuity Cavern. Wait. This is another level 50. Okay, I was gonna say, but we don't have to. This time I won't talk over it. What do we think this is? Or can we identify it by the cry? Sound like a spider. Skorupi. It sounds like a Skorupi or a Drape. No, that's not what Drapion sounds like. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, I'm pretty good at that game. Guess the cry. This we could evolve into Drapion with a rare candy. Unlike the Graveler we just caught as the other Pixie. Wow, so we have Graveler the Pixie and Skorupi as well. Okay. I might want to use this actually. I don't think I have the Poison Jab TM, but again, we're going to see what they have on the movesets. Oh, we were just in a Pokemon Center. I forgot to get Graveler. Honestly, I kind of want to bring Wobbuffet to the Elite Four, so either Graveler or Skorupi will replace Munchlax, which we should just go do right now. Yeah, because we're here. I don't know. Skorupi might not have the best attacks because it hasn't evolved yet. Careful Nature is pretty good, though. And this is... Oh, we got an Adamant Graveler. I think that's coming with... EQ Stone Edge Double Edge? Nah. Nah. This is fully juiced up. That's pretty good, too, though. I think we leave Wobbuffet behind as well. I like both of these. That's tough. I really wanted to win the game with Wobbuffet, but... Oh well. Oh, Munchlax found a... I don't even want the repel. These guys can just go chill in here now. Arguably, Wobbuffet would have been better. Because again, even though it's only 44, it's like really bulky. Alright, I'm ripping a rare candy on Skorupi. That's not bad right there. Yeah, we got 5 of them. Okay. Not bad. You know what also is cool, which I did not turn on for this playthrough? It would be fun to do a randomizer with actually randomized evolutions. That's what I want to try next in a randomizer. I think we should do Heart Gold, Soul Silver as a map randomizer, but also an evolution randomizer. That would just make it chaotic. We could leave the like, we could still do the thing with the trainers. I mean, it's cool, but I think an evolution randomizer would be hilarious. Oh yeah, we already went through here. Okay, so that's double dead ends. Oh yeah, evolution randomizer would be wild, because like, that Skorupi could have just evolved into Arceus, right? It could have been anything. Okay, so that's the whole town. Getting inside Valley Windworks is going to be annoying. Actually going to be annoying. Because we have to go all the way back. Well, it's not that hard, but we have to go back to, I'm going to save when I get up here too, because there's 2 checks, right? The back door to the meadow and Fuego. We haven't seen either one of these yet. We've been to the inside of both of these places, but not to the warps. Might as well grab this. Never mind. That was pointless. Bought those berries? No, it's an orange berry. You got a Porygon? Hey, but that can evolve again though. Okay. I'm gonna save here. Because we got 2 checks. And also there's the house here on the route, and maybe even we've still never checked the front of Eterna Forest as well. Okay. Alright, we got 4 checks we're about to do right here. That's not bad. I hate when it has to save a lot of data. It takes forever. I think that's whenever you edit your party. Okay, that's a dead end. I never knew that as a kid. Like, why would it sometimes save a lot of data, and why does it only like quick save? And oh, this might be a citrus berry. Nice. And I think now I've learned over the years that it was, or I heard it somewhere, but I'm pretty sure it's true, that it's whenever you edit your party, that's when it has to save a lot of data. That's the smallest inside of the Fuego Ironworks I've ever seen. Alright. Can we get back here? No. Well, yes and no. Alright, let's hop the ledge, check the house, and check the entrance to the forest. Not trying to battle anybody, though. Oh, she's walking right in the line. I almost messed up. Okay. I ain't trying to battle these people. What? Again? We're back, but this time it's not for Arceus. How is this? Okay. I did just save. I really do not want to battle all those galactic commanders if they show up. Yeah, buddy. Can we get both, or is this just a one and done? And if Arceus was randomized into a Kecleon, what are these going to be? I don't know if we have to pick one or the other. Whatever. Other side of the rift. Well, it says it's Palkia, so maybe these did not get randomized? That sounds like Palkia. Huh. Hot take, chat. I kind of like the squad. Oh, these are level 70, though. I thought they were level... Oh, that's Diamond and Pearl. They're like level 47. In this, they're 70? Oh, we might have to catch. Okay. We might have to catch. Again, I cranked up the catch rate, so I could probably just throw a Pokeball and catch it, but because they're legendaries, they probably still have a bad catch rate, even though I turned up the slider. So I'm just going to chip it once for a little bit of damage, and then hope that we just catch them both first try. Well, that helps. Okay. We have 3 Ultra Balls. Let's try this. Well, Graveler, Skorupi, it was fun. But you lasted on the team for about 5 minutes. Well, assuming we catch both, but... Okay. Okay. By the way, well, let me use a potion, or I guess I could switch the lead. Well, I got nobody that can even damage Dialga. We can always run away from it. I'm just gonna try to yeet an Ultra Ball from full HP. At least we got Palk. Let me tell you guys a fun story about Palkia while I am trying to catch this fool. So when I first got into, that was funny, I just read that. When I first got into the Pokemon TCG in like 2017, I never did them as a kid at all. But my buddies tried to get me into the TCG in 2017. The first ever, this is a historic moment, you guys will remember this for years. The first ever deck that I built in the Pokemon TCG was a Palkia Primarina deck. Alright, remember that. 2017, Sun and Moon base came out or whatever, and there was a Primarina GX in that set. And I think the Palkia card was an older set. But Palkia had an attack called Aqua Turbo. So you'll often in the future, as we play more and more games, you'll hear me refer to Palkia as Aqua Turbo guy. Because whenever I see Palkia, that's the first thing I think about. What? How about that house, huh? That deck was fire though, because Palkia's Aqua Turbo would like charge up Primarina, have like a ridiculous amount of energy cards on it, and you just start one-shotting stuff with Primarina. Okay, what is this? Okay, well, that was convenient. After we just caught those two Pokemon. You caught Palkia and it had Pokerus? That's wild, bro. No shot. I remember Pokerus, that's funny. Double that EV yield back in the day. Training stuff up hella quick. Alright. Let's check out these two hogs here. Bold Nature, we can work with it. And Calm Nature, yeah. Hey, they both lower physical attack. One boosts Spadef, one boosts Fizdef. I kind of like what I'm looking at right here. Calm Nature hates to lose. Dialga got that dog in him. And what's this? Okay, Palkia is kind of a bitch. Quick to flee. So, you know, sees danger and just runs away. Well. Hot take. Do we bench Rampardos? Deadass, Rampardos kind of sucks. The moveset's pretty bad too. What do we do here against the Elite Four? I think, look, the point of this is not to make it hard. This is a speed run. Honestly, Rampardos' moveset is horrendous, even though it's level 70. It's so bad. I think Rampardos is gone. And we got an Adamant Graveler and a Drapion. Yeah. What up, DJ? Good morning, man. Okay, I'm glad you agree about Rampardos, bro. Head Smash, Drain Punch, both have 5 PP. It's just terrible moveset. I kind of like Lapras, but maybe... I like Lapras with Darkrai, because Lapras got Water Absorb and Ice Beam. I don't have Ice Beam as a TM. I think we bench Drapion, to be honest. Only because Graveler's Adamant with Earthquake, Stone Edge, Explosion, and Double Edge. Lapras is solid. Alright. We go bench Drapion, even though we just caught it, and this moveset's kind of shice. It only has 100 attack, because it's level 51. Bug Bite, Poison Fang, Cross Fang. Cross Fang. Whatever. You know what I meant. Pretty good moveset, but Graveler's is better. Okay. I think we just found the squad for the Elite Four. Let me go ahead and do this. And leave them on the bottom like that. Dialga comes first because it's better. Okay. So this is the play. Honestly, you know, Graveler, maybe he can live a hit, but look, Adamant Earthquake, Adamant Stone Edge, Explosion. We can do some stuff with Graveler if it can take a hit. But I'm going to leave Lapras and Desmond up front because I want these two to gain the most levels. We don't really need to gain levels for Jazzy and these two. Okay. I need to save, though. Because we just stumbled in here after catching those two and I have not saved yet. Oh, well, shit, I could. We'd have to find the Name Raider. I don't know what the Name Raider looks like in this game. We probably found it somewhere. Hey, my bad, bro. I was so excited when I caught him, I forgot to ask. I forgot to leave it up there. Does anyone know what the Name Raider looks like? Because again, this is a map randomizer, it'd be hard to find. Imagine this was the Name Raider, but there's no way. Because, you know, off memory, we've probably seen the Name Raider. And maybe we could find him. Oh. Interesting. There's only one check right here, up. But there's a lot of checks down below. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna have to fight this trainer, but there's actually a lot of checks down below here, which we still haven't done, right? I think we came down at the bottom of this route on day 1, But we like instantly warped out and probably found a big city. And so I kept it pushing after that, you know. I'll go to Desmond. I just put T-Bolt on it. Yeah, my bad, Deej. That's on me. I could, because I think I could probably take this. I haven't tried yet, but I think I could take the save file, throw it in PK Hex, and like rename stuff, you know? But then I'd have to turn off the game for a couple minutes, and you know, I wouldn't do that, but theoretically that is possible. Like save the game, turn it off, throw it in PK Hex, re-nickname it. But who knows? Maybe we find the guy before Elite Four. I really wish they would have had an option back in the day to just rename your mons. But and Snover. Okay. So this was actually a pretty good find coming out of the cave there, because again, there's only one check up above us, but there's a whole bunch down below. And then we already checked all of Floramora. We actually have no reason to go back there, because this was the entrance to the forest. So everything in Floramora was checked. Except the cave that leads, that's south from town. That's not checked yet. You always gotta check those for items. Okay. There is some berries here. Is there any good ones? There's a citrus and a citrus and a chesto in the middle. And then what, a cherry here and a pomeg on the far right. Alright. I'm tapping back into my berry game. I think I just went 4 for 4. I did. Yeah, that's the pomeg. Don't know why I picked it, because that one doesn't do anything. But just to flex on chat and show you guys that I could go 4 for 4 on the berries. I also don't want to fight this guy either, so I'm gonna spray repel and go this way. But man, we really need a Pokemart to get some more repels, man. Nah, I'm like that. Oh, I don't know if we can. Oh, okay, big boy's a spinner. We got this. Don't worry about me, buddy. Even though, like, how does he not see me? I'm at like a 45-degree angle, just right in his face. He has no idea I'm here. And then as he turns, he looked right at me as he turned. But who am I to ask questions? Okay. Have we been through here yet? I don't remember. I've seen the inside of this house, not this one in particular, but this same exact layout 45 times in this playthrough. Even though it has different characters in it. Like, they reused this one screenshot right here probably 10 to 12 times on this map. Oh. Well, that's good. Another Pokemon Center. Verity. Okay. We just found all 3 of them in the last 5 minutes, but this one we found first, and that one took off on us. Okay, so I've been here before then. Hello? Cynthia, where are you? We're back in Celestic, though. Don't know what Cynthia's talking about, don't really care. Okay, so we've obviously been here. So we gotta come this way, come back out of the lake. And we need to check all this stuff here. We've never been down to the beach by Sunny Shore. That's what we need to go check. Imagine if there's like a gym leader in there and we just can't get her out. Oh wait, can you make this? Oh, right. We just have to get the key. But I don't know if I can get the key without the dowsing machine, right? Isn't it like right here? I don't know if I have the dowsing machine. This whole playthrough, we've never once changed the Pokewatch to see what else I have, so let's check. I don't have it, though. Damn it. Because that doesn't come standard. I'm pretty sure that key is in one of these 2 tiles. That's unfortunate. You know what? We also need to drop a save here. Because this is a lot of checks. Not only these little buildings, but also over on the beach, right? I know for a fact we've never been to the beach. I feel like we've checked some of these. We've been to a few different dark spots of Wayward, so I don't know if I did that one. But I know for a fact I checked a couple of these buildings, maybe not all of them. Well, we didn't have rock climb. Okay, obviously I've never been here either. I would have picked up the timer ball. I haven't taught rock climb to anybody. Alright, Palkia. How do you want to be the rock climb member of the squad? Well, actually, we did teach rock climb last night to Wobbuffet, but then we just boxed it. I don't think we really need heal block. Therefore, we're taking rock climb. But what does this even lead to down here? It's just another item, right? It's an iron. That's not bad. Jazzy, you want some iron? Here you go. Buff that defense a little bit. Perfect. Okay. So this is a dead end. It was just for a couple items. Alright. What do we got here? Oh wait, we need the rock climb for the key. Oh, is the... I just saved. I'm actually resetting. This... I think we went through that door before. Nah. That's a reset right there. Oh, so do we need... We just need rock climb to get her a key? So it was like right next to where she was? Nah. I think her key is a hidden item, right? Well, we're gonna go find out right now, but... I know how to get that rock climb item. It's like one of those two. Oh, I guess that could be it. I thought for sure it was in, Oh. We have to teach rock climb again to Palkia. I thought for sure it was like you had to use the dowsing machine in that little thing right there. I don't know. Shoutouts again to the instant text option in this game. Makes it way better. Okay. This is kind of annoying because you got to use rock climb like 20 times. Even though we're only going like 10 feet. It's just a bunch of up and down. What up, T-Swizzle? Good morning. I see you in there. Thank you for educating me on the mystery dungeon stuff. Another iron for Jazzy. And Dream Eater, yeah. Oh wait, maybe it's rock climb over by the beach. There is another rock climb area over there. That could be where her key is. It's on a ledge needing rock climb. Yeah, it's probably... I think I know which one you're talking about. Maybe it's Diamond and Pearl then, but there's somewhere where you have to use like the dowsing machine right there. What is down here? Oh, that's actually not bad either. Okay. So we need to check these two big buildings. I think you're probably talking about over here, like all this. Like, I bet you it's that rock climb right there. Which we have to access from the beach. But unfortunately, this gatehouse does not lead down to the beach. We've actually been down to the beach. I remember that. And we came in this side of the gatehouse, which I don't know where that led to. It doesn't matter, but... I do remember being down there because I had to bob and weave the two little kids that are running around on the beach. Alright. Let's check these other two houses then, and then start heading over towards Sunny Shore because there is a couple houses there. Interesting. So this is also a soft lock because we can't use strength. But we can catch potentially high-level Pokemon here, so... That's interesting, but... We just got Dialga and Palkia at level 70, so forget it, actually. That would have been cool to find earlier. Like really early in the playthrough, because I would have got a bunch of levels on this, and 100% I would have used this monster. Okay. Now with the special attack drop, I don't even OHKO it. That's unfortunate. I don't even do half. Alright. We out. But I can't because I'm too slow. Damn it, Lapras. Okay. Yeah. You ain't wrong. We did get two better dragons. I like how I just click Surf with Darkrai. I'm gonna throw Darkrai in front because it's faster. It can run away from stuff, but... You know what? Our team's set. We don't need to catch anything else here. That is cool. They got Wild Latios. What's up with Stark Mountain? Because we also found wild Reggie Ice in here. It's kind of wild. No pun intended. Okay. I don't feel like exploring that place. I really don't care. Oh, okay. It's all good. It's all good. I don't even have it open right now on the computer. I'll try to open it in a minute, but... Oh! We found it. Okay. Okay. This is huge. We can now use strength. Alright. I'm gonna, check my Discord real quick. Everybody in the chat, type right now, because this is the last gym of the game. Tell me what... Oh, it opened on the wrong monitor. It's stuck back there. Dang it. I won't be able to check Discord. It's open up right behind what we're looking at right here. And in order to move it, I'd have to minimize that for a minute. I'll have to check later, but it's all good. I was gonna say guess what type this gym is. This is the last gym now. Alright, well this is gonna be a breeze. I'm just gonna potion Lapras just for the heck of it. Nice! We finally found it. I just used a super potion on Darkrai to restore 4 HP. Why do I have a regular ass potion too? Alright. I'm gonna say, no, it's not a fire gym. We already had that with Gardenia. I'm gonna say it's a rock gym. Well, it's possible to have 2 fire gyms. There was nothing about repeating types, so it's definitely possible. Yeah, this is it. This is the last gym leader. Oh. I don't know if I'm right. I said rock. It could be rock or ground. We don't know. We don't know. There's a 50-50 chance your boy just guessed rock. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, this is it, Deej. Well, this is it for the gym leaders. We don't know about... We only know about 3 out of the 4... Technically 3 out of the 5 Elite Four members. We don't know Cynthia. We don't know Flint. I also don't remember this gym puzzle at all. I think I was wrong, chat. Let's try this one then. Yeah, that seems right. Okay. Is it rock types or is it ground types? Either way, it kind of works for a steel gym. This is not bad. You know, could have got randomized in anything. Okay. I was wrong. It's not rock types, it's ground types. But Desmond going loco, everything with Surf. And this is good because we'll get a little bit closer to 66 to learn Dark Void. But 8 levels, and this is the last gym leader. To be honest, we ain't getting there. Unless I use Darkrai to sweep all the Elite Four members, maybe we can get enough levels to have Dark Void by Cynthia, but it's not going to happen. I think I guessed right on the way to go. Yeah, this is definitely the right way. And this, you got to go up on this one. I remember. A little bit. Been a long time since I actually haven't played Sinnoh since BDSP. That's how long it's been. And when did that game come out? Like 2021? I don't have any idea actually. But that's the last time your boy set foot in Sinnoh, was during Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So I only vaguely remember this gym, but I've been in this gym plenty of times in my career, but it's been a few years for sure. Okay, so what do we want to do for the Elite Four then? I kind of wanted to beat them in order, but I couldn't do that unless we... Because I kind of want to do them... I don't really care about doing them in order, but I kind of want to do them all within like 5 minutes of each other. So hopefully we find Flint before we find Cynthia. Although it doesn't really matter. If we find Cynthia, it's just reset the emulator, abort mission, and run. But it would be cool to do the Elite Four members in order. But in order, we'd have to find Flint first. But I really want to do them within a quick succession of each other. Like, we know about 3 out of the 4 Elite Four members. We can go do the 3 of them right now. But then we might be spending a few hours trying to find Flint, and that would be kind of lame. So we still have to go back and check. Now that we have Surf and Rock Climb, right? That opens up a lot of areas. Because apart from this, what we're doing right now, close to where we are, there is a couple of houses and a gatehouse right next to Sunny Shore City. We can check those. Hopefully find Flint there. If not, we probably have to go somewhere where we can like rock climb or you know, or surf and or. You know what I should do after this though? I think we should go back to Sunny Shore. We're gonna have to go around the long way. Unless I find Fly. But, you know, I want to go back to Sunny Shore now that we have all the badges. Well, we could have done it earlier. As soon as you get the 8th gym badge, you get Waterfall from Jasmine, so... I think we should go get Waterfall before we start surfing around. That's probably a good idea. By the way, I should also save some of these surfs when I can. All I can use is Sludge Bomb, though, which... I guess Lapras can handle the gym leader. It's also got Surf. Yeah, I can't really use T-Bolt against any of the ground types, obviously, and Sludge Bomb would do nothing, so... I kind of like that idea. After we leave here, check the 3 more checks that are in this area. We head back to Sunny Shore. I'll have to look at my notes on how to get back there. And we go get Waterfall. I think that's the play. Wait. I'm going backwards. That's where I just came from. Okay, we got it. And actually, we still have a bunch of surfs on Darkrai, so we're good. What's up, Byron? You were a pain in the ass to find, buddy. But we got you. And now we can use arguably the most important HM move in the game. Strength. Why does he have a Sandshrew? That looks pretty funny. Then now this is huge because it opens up the entire map. Well, once we get Waterfall. Once we get Waterfall, we're then only missing 2 HMs, which are Fly and Defog, but those are not needed. Fly would be really nice. This guy's got the team of babies? What are we doing here? Fly is more so a cherry on top, right? Because we have warps and we have connections like to every city at this point. We've been doing this. He's got a Marsh Stomp. It's not bad. You know, we've been doing this for quite a while. 4 days in a row, so we have connections everywhere. It still would be a hell of a lot faster to fly around, but, you know, at least we can get to wherever we want to go. Interesting team there for Byron when everybody else in the team had, or everybody else in the gym had stronger teams. Okay. Finally. Let's go polish that thing up real quick. He's talking about now I have 7 gym badges. Oh, joke's on you, buddy. We actually have all 8 now. Alright. Just because we polished the other ones at the start, you know, we'll go do this. It's the only one that doesn't match the collection. Come on. Alright. There we go. Now we're only missing information on 2 trainers, Flint and Cynthia. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to save when I step out of the gym, so we don't have to come do that again. That's not bad, though. Alright. Interesting spot for a gym. You know, it's not bad. Okay. So let's go do this. Good thing this guy is not here blocking the path, but I don't even think he would be anyway. Okay, 2 houses on the beach plus a gatehouse leading into Sunny Shore. Now I don't have Rock Smash anymore either. Whoops. I tried to tab down to use that on Kecleon, but whatever. Okay, Rock Smash. Well, if we have Palkia Rock Climb, it's only fitting if Dialga had Rock Smash. It also has Heal Block. Okay, they both come with the same moveset. Interesting. Wait a minute. Why would I not teach Palkia Surf as well? I just thought about that. Oh, and we have Flash Cannon. Okay, Dialga's getting Flash Cannon then. We definitely do not need Slash. Okay, we're juiced. We're juiced. Cynthia's actually about to get blown back. 100%. Yeah, Flash Cannon goes on Dialga. We're good. We're so juiced right now. Exactly. Arceus, send this rock, you know, into another dimension over here. Okay. Salacion for... I don't even know how many times in this playthrough. There's also like an item chilling under here. Very hard to see. Okay, what do we got here? The third and final Reggie chamber. Now, these aren't... Or actually, is this all of them? I remember we found Reggie Rock and it wasn't... No, I think we found a Reggie Ice in Stark Mountain. We never actually found the chamber. These aren't randomized though, and they're super low level. But that is funny, because we could catch all three of them and actually go get Regigigas to see if that's randomized because it's high level. But at this point, I mean, the 6 Pokemon in the party right now can absolutely dominate any trainer we come across without question. So we're good, including this little kitty right here. You know, hey, what's this thing gonna do to a Darkrai, you feel me? Nothing. But yeah, actually, having Flash Cannon and Surf for Dialga and Palkia was really clutch right there. Give them a strong stab option apart from their dragon attacks. And they both have Earth Power for coverage. Like, what are we doing here? This is easy money. Easy money. Just gotta find the last 2 trainers. Magnet Rise. About to get hit with the Sludge Bomb there, buddy. This is the reason I'm putting Darkrai in front, though. Like, we... You know, based on the Elite Four levels and Cynthia's levels, we don't need to train up the other 3 Pokemon, right? Kecleon is at 80 and the other 2 are at 70. They don't need any levels. And now Darkrai's at 60. That's not bad. Could we get Lapras to 60? Oh, and then there's Graveler at 50, but whatever. Where is Lapras now? 58, dang. What did we catch this thing at? 54 at Stark. That's not bad. I might just use a couple rare candies on Lapras, but we're gonna keep it pushing with Darkrai. Get a few levels on it. Turn back cave. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm gonna turn back and not bother, actually. Could we actually get Giratina in there? Hey, I'm not asking you guys to look it up, but if somebody has a spare moment while we keep walking around the region here, if we can get Giratina in there, we might have to. Only because it might not even be Giratina. But that puzzle is also a pain in the ass to solve. I don't really feel like doing it. But if you guys could guide me through that puzzle, I will go back there and do it. But I feel like that would be a pain in the ass. But it's a high level Pokemon, so... Okay, from here, how do we... I like going back through here, actually. This led to something. I feel like a hub city. But I remember that puzzle being kind of annoying in turn back. Oh, we can heal too, nice. We're going to have to remember where at least a couple Pokemon centers are. To potentially, you know, to heal in between the Elite Fours. But that also doesn't matter if I could just go buy a bunch of potions. I need to get back to a mart. You know what's funny? This whole playthrough, we've only found 2 Pokemarts. The big mart and the one at the Elite Four. And neither of those are regular Pokemon marts. I have not found a single regular Pokemon mart this entire playthrough. What are the odds of that? More that I think about it, that's really weird. Okay, where can we go from Celestic? We found this at like towards the end of day 1. I didn't even note it. But this is how we got here, was from... No, I walked from a route. This is Candace's gym right here, I think. Well, somewhere through here. Okay. This is actually fine. This leads to multiple things. This is good. Yeah. We can get to a major hub city from here. Again, very annoying without fly, but what do we got here? Maylene's gym. Okay. We need to get back to a hub city so I can run to the big mart. I don't remember how we even found King. What are you doing, man? Is he gonna... I thought he was gonna battle me. Let me see. The heart... Okay, I know how to get back to Hardhome from here, actually. Lake Verity's funny. We could surf now and check the middle. Oh, is Turnback actually RNG based? Okay. King, you think you're pulling up for a battle? I said, nah, bruh. Alright, this guy will... Yeah. That's not gonna lead to anything anyway. He turned us away because we don't have a Poffin case or something. That's a one-way... Alright, you know what? You know what, King? Because you're watching... No. I'm 1v1 in that ass right now. With Darkrai. Come here. I know you pull up on the bridge. Oh. You're supposed to pull up on the bridge. Okay. Never mind. I still don't think I ever crossed the bridge to battle you. Wait, maybe now that you're gone, maybe we could trigger the battle. I want that smoke right now. I'm here for it. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can trigger this fight. So this one right here goes back to Hardhome. Yeah. Okay. Now we reload the map. But I think it just sequence broke the game because... Damn it. Because of you moving to the... I don't think I ever battled you on that bridge. Nah, you would have got sauced up, but no way. Darkrai out here one-shotting everybody. Okay. This is what I want. Hardhome. So... From Hardhome, we can definitely get back to... I didn't note Sunny Shore. Oh, yeah, I did. Big Mart, 3rd floor. Okay. By the way, is this guy still in front of the gym? This might be a problem. But we'll see. This leads back to Sand Gem, right? Yes. This leads back to Sand Gem. We run from Sand Gem to... whatever lake this is in the bottom corner, and that's how we end up in Big Mart. Okay, so we're back to Big Mart. Which will take us to Sunny Shore, which will let us get Waterfall from Jasmine. Then we have all the HMs we need to explore the map. We'd still be missing 2 with Defog and Fly. Doesn't matter. In terms of unlocking checks. So, okay, 3rd floor in my notes. Yeah. This goes to Sunny Shore. Yeah, we actually haven't been back to Sunny Shore since like day 1. I don't know which one of these 2 it is, but it's going to be one of these. It could be this one, but... It's a very long route to get to Sunny Shore, apparently. Okay, we guessed right. I was going to say, I kind of felt like putting down a save there, because that was like 7 different checks. I might actually want to go back and check all those. I was going to drop a save, but... By the way, is this... Hey, bro. I really want to know where you're located here, Chief. We still have never found the inside of the lighthouse, either. You know what? I'm going to do this and just stand here for a minute, because I think this might be the thumbnail. Because this is like the hardest person to find in the game, so... When I come back later to edit the video, I might screenshot that and use it as a thumbnail. But that red-headed clown is the last person we can't find. Well, besides Cynthia, but... Alright, Jazzy. I'm back for our picnic. Look who decided to show up to the picnic. King Dingaling himself. What the? You got all 8 badges of Sinnoh? Yeah, man. What have you been doing? Your map randomizer and fire red. Get some badges, buddy. Hey, you ain't invited to me and Jazzy's picnic, man. Get out of here. Alright. Hey, no shot. Okay, waterfall. By the way, we could surf up there. Use waterfall to get to the league. That's pretty far. Okay. I'm gonna drop a save up here and go back through like... There's like 6 checks right here. Even though we've probably done all of them. You know, it led to a Pokemon Center, which led to the ruins. Alright. Let's go do these real quick. And then at least check all these off. Right, okay. So we still don't have the secret potion to move the Psyduck, but... Oh, I guess we never fought this trainer, huh? This is how originally we got to Celestic Town, way back in part 1 of the playthrough. Bro's pulling up with a Spiritomb here. But we can now rock climb. But we can't get past all the Psyduck here is the issue. I just want to see if we go down there with rock climb if there's any other cave entrance, but I don't think there is. You know, obviously if this takes us back to Celestic, we've been there, done all that. I just jumped over the ledge last time because we didn't have... Nah, this doesn't help at all. And the Psyduck are still down there. We don't have the potion, so we go back. And this led to Sunny Shore, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go back in the ruins. And then after this, we do have a couple places we can go check because of Rock Smash and Surf. This is one of them, but... I mean, not Rock Smash, Rock Climb. Oh, now we can use Strength. We can check anything. Oh, man, if Flint is in the Elite Four... I mean, of course Flint's in the Elite Four. If he is in Victory Road or Stark Mountain, that's going to be really annoying. There's so many... Oh, here he is again. Hi, buddy. How you doing, Flint? We're trying to find you, man. Well. Okay, so... Hold on. So where else can we go now that we have... So, like I said before I started the recording today, I went back while I was editing the videos to put them on YouTube. I went back and I skimmed through the first 3 recordings that we did of this, so that we can have a direction today after I checked out the last few remaining cities, which we're now done. So, I'm going to look at these notes here and we'll just start checking some of these off. Because, especially so the first 3 videos, right? I went through and I skimmed through for quite some time on part 1 because there was a lot of times and locations we were finding on day 1 of this stream, or of this playthrough, where we would have to turn around, make a 180, and go back the other way, because we didn't have any HMs at that point. On day 2, day 3, we started to get, you know, Cut, Rock Smash. We started to have some options. So, those 2 videos, day 2, day 3, I didn't really skim through them that much. A little bit, I wrote down a couple things, but for day 1, I watched a lot. So we're going to have to go back, start checking some of these areas now that we have all the HMs available to us. So the first one that I noted here was the Pokemon Center in Sangem, which we could actually get to quickly, right? Because this goes back to the mart, and we just run back to Sangem. From which one? This one? Okay. Although I don't remember which floor. It was either 1 or 2 where we came in here, but... So the Pokemon Center in Sangem, right next to the Professor's Lab, leads to Mount Coronet. Again, we're probably going to have to go to Mount Coronet, Victory Road, and a lot of stuff. What? Okay, yeah, this was right. Oh, hold on. You guys didn't remind me in chat. We need potions and repels. I'm breaking the bank right now. This is the final stretch here. 57 max potions. No, I'm kidding. Let me get like 25 max potions. Revives will take 5 more. We probably not gonna have more than 10 Pokemon get KO'd. But I'm about to spend the rest of the money on repels, bro. I have 2 ropes. We'll buy 3 more. We don't need balls though. Like I'm getting 99 super repels right now, and I'm squirting those things the whole rest of the way. You ain't gonna see me ever run into a wild Pokemon again, man. No way. We could also sell off. I mean, it doesn't matter, but like if I had anything worth a lot of money. I don't care about that super potion now. Oh, we need full heals. We need full heals. Any way we can make a quick buck. Nugget, that's what I was looking for. Max Repel, Star Piece. Electrolyzer, look. You know, Electabuzz is really good, but can't trade and evolve it in this game. I want some of these full heals. Let me get like a dozen of those things. And we got 30k left. It's all going to max potions. 12 more. Nice. Okay. Thank you, chat. I appreciate the reminder about stocking up on repels and potions. I love you guys. Okay. Now we squirt the repels. I wish we had continuous repels, but not a thing back in Gen 4. Also, let me take these max potions to the top of the bag. Because I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to open the bag and be like, wait, I have no more potions. But here we go. Okay. Okay, so let's start with Mount Coronet by using the Pokemon Center here in Sand Gem. That was one thing I found in my notes from day one. I don't remember which part of Coronet, because there is a lot. Well, I don't know how to get to Coronet, but some way we're gonna end up there. Oh, I still don't have the bicycle. So we did this fight at one point early on in the playthrough, and then yesterday we found the inside of the bike shop finally. But because I got soft locked, we had to reset on day one, and now we got to redo this fight, and never went back. But the bicycle is not needed to beat the game. It would be nice to have. Okay, it's okay. So it's this part of Coronet. Well, we've been to the bottom right corner, but we couldn't do anything because we didn't have strength. But now we have strength. I guess just to be sure, so we could jump this ledge. I just gotta teach strength. So we'll go ahead and do it now after spraying another repel. Oh no! Kecleon has strength. We taught it. We just couldn't use it the whole time. Right, so just to confirm, we've already been through this door, but we had to turn around and go back. Yeah. This is the corner of the Galactic building. So we found this, but without strength, we couldn't go any farther. Literally stuck down here. Now Jazzy learned how to push boulders. About damn time. So we can fully explore this. There ain't much here. I know there's an item down there, but it doesn't matter. Where does this go? Interesting. Please lead to something good. What are we doing here? No. There's dang it, there's no more staircases. Okay. Okay. So that, I guess that's a dead. Is there any more exits here? There might be one more in the top. Well, top left was how we got here. No, there's actually no more exits. Okay. Well, that was quick. So we basically just came here for one check. There's other parts to Coronet though. There's that one connecting part. We found that, right? But we could have done the one check, but that's like the very early part of Coronet. The kind of, I forget which part it leads you to, but it's one of the first times you enter Coronet where like Cyrus is in there. We found that entrance, but turned back because we didn't have Surf or Rock Climb access to them. So we still never did the one check, but I wanted to save it until we had access to check both. So we can go to that. Why do I have noted the fight area Pokemart equals Rock Smash? Oh. Okay. So to get Rock Smash, so how do we get to the fight area? So to get Rock Smash, we went from the fight area Pokemon Center. Let me hold on. How do we get to fight area? From the Pokemon Center in Hearthome. Oh, we could do that. I should still have a repel on. Oh, don't make me fight little Timmy though, bro. We haven't walked up this route yet. Actually, didn't the Pokemart here like take us to Hearthome? I don't think we need to go up this route. But this will go to Jubilife, obviously, and then there is a connection between Jubilife and Hearthome. So Rock Smash. Once we got Rock Smash in that tunnel that connects to Oreburgh, right? Normally from Jubilife to Oreburgh. That's where the dude gives you Rock Smash, but at the time when we found the HM, we didn't have Rourke's badge, so we couldn't actually use it. I think the Pokemart down here connects to that. Yeah. It takes us to the dome in Hearthome. No, this does. Close enough. By the way, we've still never found the inside of the dome. which is why Homeboy is still blocking the gym over here. Normally, to get this guy to move, you have to go talk to your mom and Fantina inside of the dome, but we don't know how to get to the inside of the dome. Okay. That don't matter. Anyway, so from the Heart Home Pokemon Center, we can get to the fight area. This staircase right here takes us to Eterna, but this one goes to fight area. And then in the fight area, the Pokemart, so this one, will lead us to that... Oops, I went the wrong way. Leads us to that connecting cave where we get Rock Smash. Right, this. So we got Rock Smash. This gate over here we checked, nothing. But we couldn't check up here because we didn't have the badge. There's a Puff. You know what I mean? Like, we couldn't actually use Rock Smash here, so... What? That's an intense or like, not animation, but sprite for Puff. It looks like it's running, so it looks like it's animated, but I don't remember that. Okay, so obviously there's only one thing here, because normally you can go lower into the cave and get some items down there, but again, map rando could be anything. Could be Cynthia. Wait a minute. It is these. And the stone plate. No way. I mean, this doesn't really matter, but, I mean, shit. It's going to make them a little bit stronger, so it's kind of cool. Okay. I'll take it. Does it go in this bag, right? It's at the bottom. Okay. If we can ever find the Elite Four, I mean, it's already a formality at this point. These two on the bottom, plus Jazzy, and even Desmond here, they all be blowing some stuff up. That's easy money. Okay. So how do we get to that other part of Coronet? I also have that noted, because we got to go back and check that. Oh, and the Ravaged Path, I have that noted too. Okay, let's go do that first. That's from Eterna. So the Ravaged Path is but Eterna's right here. The Ravaged Path is only literally one check. It's a quick connecting cave that goes from Jubilife, like it's you leave Jubilife to the north, go through the Ravaged Path to get to Floramora. How do I get here? It's the house above the PC. Okay. So again, the Ravaged Path we had to turn around last time because it puts you here. We didn't have access to Rock Smash when I first found this. So there's only one check here. Up that way is just for a few items. There's no exit. Come on, man. That doesn't help. What? I couldn't even move. Who was that girl right there? That was a little sketch. I was trying to move my character and he wouldn't move because we had to wait for her to... Oh, get me out of here, man. I don't know what I was just looking at right there. I also need to repel it. I saw that. Oh, you can't go back. Who was that? What is she doing in there, man? It's the ghost house for real? I only ever remember there was a... Where was that other trainer? No, not a trainer, but like NPC. There was another creepy ghost. I think it was it Gen 5 or Gen 6? Now that I think about it, Pokemon does this a lot. I think it was the Elite Four in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Also one where you encounter Rotom. I forgot about this one here, but in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, for like one quick frame, when you're in the Elite Four battling Phoebe, I think it is, right? Because Ghost type trainer, I'm pretty sure it was Phoebe's room. There's like a chair in the corner of the Elite Four chamber with Phoebe, and for like one frame, or like as the camera pans, there's like a girl sitting in there, and then she like disappears. It was kind of sketch. And then either Gen 5 or like Gen 6 is in X and Y, not ORAS. Maybe it was Gen 5. You like go up an elevator in Castelia City, maybe? One of those big buildings with the elevators. And there was like a girl that's like, no, you're not the one. And she like goes right through you. I remember something about that. I don't remember which game that was though. Yeah, that shit was creepy as hell too. Okay. So to get to the other part of... how do we do this? Oh, it's the Jubilife Pokemon Center. Okay. Okay. So we have to check Jubilife Pokemon Center again. For the part of Coronet that has multiple checks. And this takes us to Heart Home. Which in order to get to Jubilife would be what? Heart Home top right equals Jubilife. By the way, one of the Elite Four members, Lucian I think it was, is right through this door. So here's the funny thing about finding Flint while we're on this topic, right? All 4 of the Elite Four members, there's technically 8 different ways to find them, because you could find the front of their arena, or the entrance or the exit, the front or the back. So Lucian is the only Elite Four member who we've actually found twice from 2 different locations. One of them is here in the top left corner, but then we found him again yesterday from the opposite direction. And then Bertha we found once. So Lucian twice, Bertha once, and Aaron once. But that's the thing about trying to find Flint. For all the Elite Four members, there's 2 different ways to find them. But we still can't find this guy. Okay, so we need to go here. So with 2 options, you know, it shouldn't take that long. Do I need to repel again? Yeah. We still never went down this way to, like, trigger the Cyrus thing. Yeah, so he's still here. I can't believe we haven't found Fly. I still can't believe that. There's also 2 ways to get Fly, right? Because we have the Galactic card, we enter, that's a small little room in a warehouse, but we can enter it from 2 different directions. I feel like I've been in this room before, but we never... Iron Island that leads to Iron Island. There's... Okay, yeah, this is the room that has no... That's kind of funny. This room right here, actually, is normally from this other staircase right here. Like, I'm not even kidding. That tripped me up for a second. When you first come into Iron Island, you can go left or right. But if you go left down this stairs, you end up in that room that was actually down these stairs. So it got, like, flip-flopped. Anyway. That was giving me deja vu for, like, a different reason. Stark Mountain again. This is where... If we want to fight with our boy Buck... Well, he's not here, but... Normally he's here. I don't even want to go there to trigger that. There's too many checks in there, but we could do it. You know what? That's what we do. That's what we do next. Well, I'm going to go up this rock climb one first, but... Stark Mountain, Victory Road, and Mount Coronet is probably where we're going to find these 2. But look, I've been holding off on all 3 of them, Coronet and Victory Road and Stark. Because even though we had rock climb, we didn't have strength. But now we have strength, so game on. And we're going to kind of have to do this. We have no choice. We'll rip this protein onto Jazzy real quick. Wrong pocket, genius. Okay. Reset that back to the top of the bag. Okay. Now, I don't know about you guys, but back in the day, whenever I try to go through this, if you hold the running thing, I used to jump over this ledge so many times, it used to frustrate me. You have to, like, slow walk to make sure, because it's only, like, one tile, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you jump over the ledge, you have to, like, go... We finally found him. Okay. But if you jump over that ledge, you had to, like, go all the way back around. I used to always jump over that ledge accidentally, like, multiple times, and it would frustrate me. Okay. I don't know when the last time I saved was. You know what? I kind of wanted to do the Elite Four in order, but really what I wanted to do was just do them bang, 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 right? In succession. So, yeah, right. Well, this was literally the last check before I went to Stark. And who knows, he could have been in Stark Mountain too, just coming out through the bottom door. What is the actual order? I know he's not first, obviously. He's either second or third. Should we do the Elite Four in order? Or, I mean, I'm just going to do them now that we have all 4. So we have everybody but Cynthia. This is perfect, actually. She's going to be a pain in the ass to find. You know what? I don't really care to do them in order. He's not going to have fire types, though. Did we just lead with one of these monstrosities? Yeah. I'm throwing Dialga in front and we're getting after it. Alright, man. Here we go. This starts the gauntlet of the Elite Four. Let's get it. Yo, trainer. Hey, Flint. I'm glad we finally found you, brother. Don't care what you have to say. Let's battle. Okay. He's not going to have... Well, he could have fire types. 1 in 17 chance. Here we go. This starts the run of what are we've been going for about an hour and a half, and we finally get... Okay. Flint has grass types. That's pretty funny, though. It took about an hour and a half to start this Elite Four. Okay. Wouldn't I just OHKO everybody with Flash Cannon? I have the Adamant Orb. But Leafeon has really good Fizz Def. If I see like a especially defensive wall, maybe we'll go Roar of Time or switch out. Switch out the Jazzy, but... This is funny. So Flint has grass types and Gardenia had fire types. They got like flip-flopped. Grovile's kind of shy. It's also going to get one-shot by a Flash Cannon. Okay. Okay, well, I just thought of something else. So, we now know where the other three are after this, right? So, if you guys want to see me battle any specific Elite Four member next, go ahead and type it in chat. But if nobody says anything, you know, I'm going to do them all in the next 10 minutes anyway. But if you want me to go to somebody specifically after Flint, you know, go ahead and type it. If not, I'll just pick one of them at random. But just for the heck of it, just in case there's somebody you want to see. Even though we're going to see all three of them in the next 5 minutes, but... Alright, can anybody even live a Flash Cannon? Probably not. But maybe. The all-grass squad for Flint. This is classic. Okay. Well, now the only thing I'm thinking about is where the heck is Cynthia? To be honest, I think before we do... I also need to find a Pokemon Center to restore PP after this, but... What up, Ninja? Morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Oh, is that... Okay, that's the order, Jazzy? Yeah. I thought Flint was second or third, yeah. My bad. I'm doing them out of order. But at least we're going to do all four of these back to back. And then we just got to find Cynthia. Man. Ain't no way bro's pulling out a Badoo in the bag. Well, that kind of fits Flint right there. Full disclosure, I kind of feel bad what I'm about to do. But I think I'm going to hit this Badoo with a Roar of Time. And just send it into an alternate timeline. Again, I feel bad. Badoo's a cool little fella, you know? But it's time to send it into another dimension. Roar of Time, Dialga. Get it. This poor little Badoo, man. What did it do to deserve that? Lucian is fourth and final? Yeah. No, we were just talking about a Ninja because I just found Flint. This is the one Elite Four member I didn't know about. But I was trying to think of like, should we do the Elite Four in order? I decided not to. Yeah. But Badoo just got sent to an alternate dimension. Okay. Cool. So this just takes me right here. This is funny, bro. Okay, so we're just gonna go do them all in a random order then. I'll just look at my notes and see where the other three are. Just do them however I have noted. Oh, I know where Aaron is. He was in the survival area. Is there... Oh, I see. This is where I wasn't noting Pokemon Centers where I probably should have. That's okay. You know what? I know how to get right to survival area. It's literally the Pokemart of Sandgem. Actually, it's right here. So we are gonna go fight Bug Guy next, who is not gonna have bug types, but because this Pokemart right here leads to this directly to the survival area. There's Probopass in the first route. It leads right to survival area. It's like Pokemart to Pokemart connection. But then the center, of course, I find something with magnet pull. So it goes Pokemart to Pokemart, but then if you take the center out of survival, it goes right to Heart Home. I think that was the loop right there. That poor Badoo, man. I sent that thing into another dimension. I'm pretty sure this is how it works, right? Yeah, I'm surprised I actually remember that. And then if we go to this Pokemon Center, it takes us right to Heart Home. But Aaron of the Elite Four is located right in this little house. Let's go fight him. You know what? I feel like Jazzy can do this. Again, we don't know the types of the Elite Four members. Also, you don't have an item. This is when I was waiting to put items on everybody. How many Lumberries? I only have one Lum. We gonna save the Lumberry for Cynthia. Jazzy, you can have a Citrus. I don't think I even really have any hold items. To be honest, we never really found anything. Oh, we caught the wild Munchlax that had leftovers. Dragon Fang, Miracle Seed. I don't have anybody with grass attacks. Yeah, see, these don't matter. I don't really want to use leftovers. It makes the battle take too long. I should put them on Lapras. Maybe I will for Cynthia. Okay, Elite Four member number 2. By the way, we don't know what that back door leads to, so when that opens up, it's going to take us to a spot we've never been to before. And I probably should have saved, but I theoretically just soft locked myself potentially. Whatever. Let's get through this and then we'll find out. Alright. What is Aaron going to be as a type specialist in this particular adventure? Either grass or poison. That's pretty close to bug, actually. Either way you look at it. Alright, Jazzy. Start smoking everything with strength here. Either way, grass or poison. We're good to hit everything for neutral damage with the stab strength. By the way, Ninja, if you missed the action yesterday, this Kecleon is level 80 because that's what Arceus was in this game. It's pretty funny. Okay, poison types. Okay. So Aaron had a slight upgrade from bugs to poison types. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. That still fits though, you know, that's either way, grass or poison would have been a cool fit. Please don't get, speaking of poison, please don't get poisoned. Okay, well. Now I'm a poison type myself, which is worse because strength is not going to do as much damage now that we lost the stab type from being a normal. It's too bad I didn't have the poison jab TM for Jazzy. That's actually going to ruin our damage output for the rest of the battle. Might have to hard swap into Lapras, we'll see. Damn it, Kecleon, and your color change. If this has Intimidate, I'm switching. Yeah. I'm a poison type that's intimidated. I would not even be able to two-shot this with strength. So you know what? We're going Palkia, and we're causing a fissure in the ground with Earth Power. We're sending Ekans into an alternate dimension just like Badoo. That's whatever. I know, right? I don't like poison either. Oh, hey, that's a good point. Kecleon was a poison type, so I couldn't get poison. I didn't even think about that. Touche, touche. How do I get me the Swords Dance TM? That's what I need for Kecleon. I don't know about you guys, but it's pretty funny to see a Ekans, Oddish, and Nidoran in the Elite Four. That's classic right there. This has to be the worst of the Elite Four members. No wonder they sent Aaron up first. Makes sense. Oh, it's classic. Chat. There's just no way that both of the first two Elite Four members have a Badoo. Well, you know what? I think it's only fitting that we set, just like we hit the other Badoo with the Roar of Time 2 minutes ago. I think it's time we send this Badoo into another dimension to reunite with the other Badoo. It's only right, you know what I mean? See, when I hit the first Badoo with the Roar of Time, like I told you guys when we did that a couple minutes ago, I felt bad about doing it. Now I don't feel as bad because we're going to reunite Badoo with this Badoo. The Spatial Ren, the Roar of Time, they're going to meet on the other side in whatever dimension they end up in. So now I don't feel as bad. See ya, Badoo. Oh, man. You could not have written a script better than that, right? What are the odds they both have Badoo? That's wild. At least we know no other Elite Four member can possibly have a Badoo. Because I don't... Well... Never mind. I don't actually know that. There was no rule about not repeating types, right? So... I'm trying to think if we had any, right? All 8 gym leaders Plus these first two Elite Fours, like nobody's repeated a type yet, but they could. Because we had a Volkner was bug, but this was grass and poison, so neither one of these were bug. Yeah. Anyway, where does this take me? Oh my goodness, so we could have found Aaron this way. We actually could have found Aaron the whole time if we would have just... Well, we didn't have Surf until the very end of part 3. That's funny, bro. So we're going to learn some stuff about the Elite Four member. Well, no. The Elite Four members that we've discovered from the back door, we're not going to learn anything new. Wait, what? Oh, Lake Valor. I thought this was the one by my house. This is the one we exit over here. My bad. I was thinking about the wrong lake. Because I was like, Team Galactic was just here at the other lake. Oh, but I don't know where this goes. No, unless we've been through here, but we just never... Because we couldn't search... Yeah, okay. So yesterday when we were in Salacion, we went through here, right? We ended up in Lake Valor, but we didn't have access to surf. Had we been able to surf, we could have seen Aaron that way. This is cool. To find out what was the other way to find the Elite Four members, but... By the way, I need to drop a save before we go after the other two. But this won't work, because I think Bertha we found yesterday from the backside. And the other one, Lucian, we know both directions of how to find Lucian. Okay. This took us to another major city, right? Lucian's really easy to find, because we have two different ways. Oh no, this was Volkner. Bertha we only know from one direction, and that was... No, it's from right here. Oh no, we're going after Bertha then. My bad. Bertha is located in the gatehouse all the way at the end of the route here. That's easy money. I don't remember if I have a repel on still. I didn't. Nah, Lucian's easy. We know both ways. I'll show you after this, but I'm gonna go fight Bertha right now. We already fought all these trainers because we had to yesterday on the route. No, this might be wrong. I didn't even look at my notes. Hold on. I thought she was here. Yeah, bottom left of 209. She is here. I'm getting this mixed up with the 208 gatehouse, which is where the bike shop is. This is Bertha. Well, it will be Bertha, I think. Okay. So, we're never going to be able to know what was the other way to get to Bertha, because this door is never going to open. We could try to walk through it after we beat her, but... we're going to go with Lapras. Again, she's 1 in 17 types. She still has ground types. She's not going to have ground types. It's very low odds, but we'll see. Alright. Elite Four member number 3. Old Birth. And we're going to save Lucian for last, because that was like the first one we found in Hard Home. Okay. Well, it's close to ground types. This is funny. So everybody got completely randomized. But I'm going to have to go back and look at all of the gym leaders and Elite Four members. They were all like... Still had similar types, right? Maylene went from fighting to steel. The steel guy, Byron, changed from steel to ground. She's changing from ground to steel. It was funny too with the funniest one was Flint had grass types and Gardenia had fire types. They kind of flip-flopped. This is weird, man. We've had some... To have everything be randomized, but they all kind of like, in a funny way, connect with each other. Candace was the only one that still had ice types. The only one that still matched. Gonna potion, but whatever. Yeah. Oh, you're pretty good at guessing these. That's good. Or like, they're 50-50s, but you've gotten them all right so far. Hammer Arm's gonna hurt. Damn it, Lapras. I might just have to go out to Palkia. Earth Power everything here. We'll see if like a little baby steel type comes out. I'm just gonna go to Palkia. Well, I mean, I can go to Dialga too. They both have Earth Power, but I didn't want to switch Dialga into a Hammer Arm. That's why I was thinking Palkia. Oh, this is so fun, man. I'm glad we all decided to do this. You go from a Metagross to a Beldum, no shot. Okay, this is where we go, Palkia. Earth Power everything. Yes, a Bertha Soul Stevens team for real. I hope we don't see a Skarmory, but we'll see. Jazzy, that was funny last night too. I saw where you commented because we were in the what's it called, the bug gym with Volkner, and I said, hey, you know, maybe Volkner is still gonna have a Galvantula. I totally forgot that this only contains the Gen 4 Dex. You got a Scizor, because you were like, you know, I'll surf the Scizor. You know, you pointed out that Galvantula was Gen 5. I wasn't even thinking about that, because I'm so used to playing so much Emerald Rogue, you know, I just figured we're going to see all 9 generations of Pokemon in this game. But I got to remember, we can only see, in this particular map rando, we can only see Pokemon Gens 1 through 4. Maybe I could have enabled a setting where it could have been everything, but this was a pretty fire team, by the way, apart from the Beldum. This is why Steel types are goated, man. But for anybody that doesn't know this about me, my 3 favorite types of Pokemon, in no particular order, but my 3 favorite types are Ground, Water, and Steel. And that's why, because all 3 of them are really good. As you see with that Steel team right there. So we can't, damn, we can't leave here. Oh yeah, Cynthia's gonna be randomized too. But randomized, but like everybody else specializing in a singular type. Okay. I would like to find a Pokemon Center before we go fight Cynthia, just to restore PP for everybody. Okay, we already battled her. I don't think we battled that guy, though. Like, we don't really need it, because the team is insanely powerful, but also, I mean, I don't know where Cynthia is. It's going to take a while to find her. Okay, so we're going to go back to Hearthome City to visit Lucian. And then that's it. All we gotta do is just find Cynthia and beat her. Hold on a sec. How do I get back to Hearthome? You know what? Two things here go to Jubilife, and that's how we get back to Hearthome. That's not it. Your favorites are Psychic Fairy, Fighting Water. Those are all so good. I'm pretty sure, this one here. I was just waiting to see if any of your favorites were the ones that I always talk smack about, saying that they're the 5 worst. In my opinion, the 5 worst types in Pokemon, in no particular order, but the bottom 5 is Rock, Electric, Bug, Poison, and why am I forgetting the last one? Ice. Now look, you might be like, whoa, dude, pump the brakes on Ice. Ice is a top 5 offensive type, but it's a bottom 5 defensive type. Therefore, I just put Ice types as a bottom 5 type overall. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, one of these 2 leads to Hearthome. Okay. And then we go through the other side dug gate to get to Lucian over here in the top left corner. And then it's all about hunt for Cynthia. Could it take 20 minutes? Could it take 2 hours? Who knows? But we really don't have that many checks left to check. But yeah, here he is. Alright. And you'll see then when we exit out the back door, it's going to take us to... I forget where, but we found the other side yesterday. But I'll go out the... Well, I have to go out the other door. I don't have a choice. Okay, either ice or water. Interesting. Either way, not great for Lapras. I think we go to Desmond and spam Thunderbolt. Let's do it. Well, unless it's ice types. Then we go to Dialga and rip flash cannons. Okay, let me read yours too. Electric, Flying, Bug, Ice, Fighting. You're trolling. I'm just kidding. No, I respect that, but I thought you were typing those because I just named those as like my bottom 5. Or like, you know, 3 out of the 5. That's funny. I'm kidding. No, of course, there's great Pokemon in every type, but you put Electric, Bug, and Ice in your top 5, and I just said those were 3 of the bottom 5, along with Poison and why am I forgetting the other one? Poison, Bug, Electric, Ice, and Rock. In my opinion, yeah, those are the bottom 5. We still don't know if this is Ice or Water. because both of the first two Pokemon are both ice and water. So I don't know. Yeah, I respect the pick about flying types. No, don't do the swagger when you're on 1 HP, bro. Come on. Now you're gonna full restore and I'm gonna hit myself in confusion. I ain't even dealing with that. We're going to Jazzy for strength. Could be down one of the long routes with a single check. Yeah. What was the one yesterday we didn't want to do? There was at least one, or if not like two, where I was like, you know, I don't want to go down this super long route. There was one that was really long. Oh, the one going from Salacion to Veilstone, and the other one from Pastoria to, technically Pastoria to Hearthome, where you go west and then north. She might be down one of those two routes. We might have to do those next. Did this clown really just swagger me again, bro? You know what? When the swagger wears... Wait, I thought I had a Lumberry. I wasn't looking at the screen, but I thought I just heard the little rubber duckies for confusion. Why didn't the Lumberry kick in? Because I put a Citrus Berry. That's why. Okay. As soon as the confusion wears off, you just gave Jazzy a free Swords Dance, by the way. Right now, we are playing a Pokemon Platinum Map Randomizer. We are fighting the 4th and final Elite Four member, although I'm doing them in a different order. And the Elite Four members have randomized types, so as you see, Elite Four Lucian, normally Psychic types, has a team of all Ice types today. And I could have clicked Shadow Claw, but I clicked Strength. Doesn't matter, I hit myself anyway. Yeah, what you gonna copycat when I didn't even attack? Alright, we snap out of confusion. We got the free Swords Dance because of Swagger, essentially, giving us +2. And now Jazzy gonna Oko everything. Right now we are using a level 80 Kecleon because that is what Arceus got randomized to in this game. Ancient Power, it's a special attack. Well, I was gonna go for Strength because it's Stab plus we got the Swords Dance boost, but now that you got up Reflect, I might have to finish this off with Ancient Power. That's kind of annoying. But I don't think Ancient Power even kills. Oh, no. It's just, yeah, it's not a Nuzlocke. We just did that because Jazzy wanted to be named after the starter in this game, which was a Togetic. But we never used the Togetic because it was level 5. We kept running into legendaries and just catching those. So we had to put Togetic in the box. That was the OG Jazzy. Now resurrected as 2.0 Arceus, the Kecleon. Is this is the last one right here? Well, I know Reflect is up, but I feel like Strength would still do more because I got +2. Although that kind of cancels it out. Oh great, now I'm a Steel type. Yeah. Ancient Power 4x. Yeah, but it's a special attack, and Kecleon has a horrendous special attack. It has a bad physical attack too, but it's boosted by the Swagger. So technically, I'm going to switch Jazzy out. I'm not letting it get KO'd, but you see special attack of 107, but I had a physical attack there of over 300. So like my physical attack is triple the amount of my special attack. Therefore, even though Ancient Power is 4x super effective, it's not Stab, and it's coming off of 100 special attack. Whereas Strength has a higher base power, gets boosted by Stab, and is coming off a... I'll kill this thing with a Flash Cannon. And it's coming off a physical attack stat that is triple what the special attack stat was, so... That was why I went for Strength against Articuno, but... Once it's set up the Reflect, kind of nullifies everything there. The actual starters? Well, everything's randomized. Like, all the wild encounters are randomized. So the actual starters that you get from the Professor, at least in this specific seed, was a Wurmple or a Cascoon, I think, and a Combee, and then like a Togetic. They were just awful. Okay, congratulations, you've now beaten the Elite Four. I ain't worried about it, although this is not going to lead to Cynthia. We already know where this leads to, because We found this yesterday. But both ways in and out for Lucian. Okay. We need to find a Pokemon Center. And then we're doing nothing but... I now have rock... We found this yesterday too, but I got stuck because I didn't have rock climb. But now we have it. I don't really feel like using it. But we have 100 repels. So we're full sending it until we find Cynthia. Oh. Wasn't that convenient? Pokemon Center. And now we're fully healed up, ready for Cynthia. Let's go. That's right. Okay. So, you think, Jazzy, we should go down one of those two routes? Or both, actually? Honestly, you're not... That's a good call. You're not wrong. You probably should. There's hella trainers down them, though. I guess it'd be... I mean, that's it. No, I would assume it takes me right to it. I don't know. You do think? Alright. Which one you want to go first, then? You want to go to Pastoria City, and then go left and north? I mean, west and north? So we go to the Trophy Garden and the Gatehouse. That would normally lead to Heart Home. Or do we go to Salacion, we go north and then east towards Veilstone City to check that one gatehouse? I'll let you decide. Okay, Pastoria first. Let me see how to get there. We've already been to the resort because it's a map rando, so we're going all over the place. Okay, how do we get to Pastoria? There's a few ways to get there. Canalave City Gatehouse. And we get to Canalave from the Heart Home City Fan Club. Okay, quick connection to Pastoria. Well, by the way, we've never found Fly this whole episode, or this whole playthrough, so I have to keep going around the slow way everywhere. That was the wrong one. It's this other door here. Man, dude, if Cynthia is in one of 3 places that are gonna each take an hour to get through, Stark Mountain, Victory Road, and Mount Coronet. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Okay, wait, from here, oh, the fan club. The fan club leads to Canalave. We gotta go all the way around to the other side, to the gatehouse. That takes us to Pastoria. And we're gonna go check three different things. Because just off Pastoria, in that marshy area, there is one singular random house. Then after that, as we continue heading towards what would normally be Heart Home. Oh, there's another Pokemon Center. I just used it, right? Yeah. Then there's the entrance to the Trophy Garden, and then the... What? Oh, okay, I go this way. I was gonna say, this has to... it has to lead to Pastoria. Alright, King. How many times are you gonna pull up, bro? I don't care. Already whooped your ass every time we seen you, man. Okay, and then you just vanish into thin air. Oh, this is hilarious when you sequence break the game like this, man. It's funny. Okay. So we're gonna go here for 3 checks. And then we're gonna go from Salacion north and east to Veilstone. If neither of these work to find Cynthia, then we have to go to one of 3 places. That's all we have left to check in the whole game. Which is to fully explore Coronet, Victory Road, and Stark. Well, even that, like the whole Battle Resort area up top, there's still a few things we missed in there too. There's a couple gatehouses, a couple houses scattered here and there. But those are going to be a pain in the ass without the bike. I don't have the bike either, so I'm saving those for ultimate last thing to check. Okay, strike 1 on this particular route. So, man, if we go this way, I think we can dodge a trainer. Oh, I gotta teach cut to somebody. Oh, that's the wrong one. Where's cut? There it is. Graveler, how about it, buddy? You look like you want to learn cut over double edge. I'm gonna have to send Graveler out against Cynthia and just explode on something. Go out with a bang. But yeah, by the way, Zach, I enabled full TM HM compatibility, so the movesets might look a little... Oh, I can't even go this way. I don't have a bike. The movesets might look a little bit weird, like Darkrai has a surf on it. This was just a kind of... Because this is more so like a speed run than a serious playthrough. It's also kind of lagging a little bit because of the rain. Oh wait, these guys only fight you at night, huh? I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, full TM HM compatibility was just to speed it up a little bit. Because I kind of wanted to do this in like 3 or 4 episodes. We are here today for part 4. AKA the finale. It's going to end today. Let me put some fast Pokemon in front. Yeah, not Lapras. Okay. Alright. So... Oh, my bad if I might have just peeked the mic right there. So, Trophy Garden into Gatehouse. After that, from Solaceon to Veilstone for literally just one check. That Gatehouse right in front of Veilstone City. And then after that, it's the big 3. Coronet, Stark, and actually, I'm gonna switch that. Darkrai's gonna Thunderbolt Magmar. I don't want to hit Magmar with the strength and get like flame bodied. I'd rather just strength Vulpix. And so where are we at in the recording? We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Hey, this could end up turning into a 3-hour juicer if we have to explore the big 3. That's what I'm gonna start calling it. Coronet, Stark, and Victory Road. In all likelihood, you know, she's gonna be in one of those 3 places because combined they probably have maybe 20 checks. There's no point to go for Surf. I'm just gonna damage Jazzy. Oh, it's gonna be rough, but let's be real, that's probably what we're gonna have to do, so we just gotta accept it. Okay. That takes care of that irrelevant fight. Now the rain stops, so it shouldn't lag as bad. Okay. Is Cynthia behind door number 2 on this route? Oh, there's an item up there. I didn't even remember that. Is this the name raider by any chance? Oh, imagine. Dang it. That would have been cool if we would have randomly found the name raider. Yeah, the Magmar Sprite, that wasn't a very good one. Find another shard. Oh, you're right. That's a good point about nabbing us fly. That's actually a good call. That would be a big time saver. I'll grab this citrus berry too. Alright, I'm gonna do my best to juke out Grandma and Grandpa here, but they do be spinning pretty quickly. Bruh. I think she heard me. She's like, oh yeah? You're gonna try to walk right past me? Not today, Junior. She got a whole ass Moltres for no reason. What are we doing here? With Endure, just to delay the inevitable. You know what I'm clicking next turn? I'm clicking Sludge Bomb. That's one way to get around Endure if you get the poison. She also has a full restore, but I think Sludge Bomb should one-shot. Hey, not so fast though. Yes, I'm 30 levels higher, but it's a Moltres. It has good Spadef. But I'm a Darkrai. She wanted to flex? Yeah, she did. Right? I was trying to sneak past her. She's like, hey, get a look at this flaming bird. I say, Grandma, I don't care, man. I'm trying to find Cynthia, not you. Alright, this is the last one for this route, and then we're on to Solaceon to head north from there. Is Cynthia behind door number 3? Let's see. There's just no way. There's just no way. You actually called that. You said to go to Pastoria for... Oh my goodness. Who are you? There's no way. Alright. This was meant to be. There's no shot. Hello, Cynthia. How are you doing today? I would love to say this is going to be a good match, but it's really not because I have both Dialga and Palkia. So, you're going to get smoked. No way. Okay, we don't know what type she has. This could be anything, but it's going to be all the same type. Here's the big reveal. Electric types. Okay. I'm kind of glad I kept that Graveler with Earthquake. Nah, she gonna get sauced up right here. Easy money. Easy money. Come on, Darkrai. Imagine if I had Nasty Plot for Darkrai. I'd set up turn 1 on this clown. Not the scary face, bro. Come on, baby. Let's do this. Let me see. I don't really want to deal with scary face, but we'll take this out and we'll switch from there. Not really too worried about Luxio. But we'll see. By the way, I'm gonna have to try my best to like talk over this music a lot because I heard that this theme song gets claimed on YouTube for some reason. So the one way to work around that is you kind of have to like talk the whole time. Jolteon? That's fine. We're going Graveler. Watch me cook. I caught this Graveler and he has not seen the field yet. We got to do it at least once. Get a little EQ going on this guy. Yeah. Go ahead and try to Thunder Wave me, clown. Oh no. Oh no, chat. It's Pin Missile. Whatever will I do? Hey, by the way, even though you might think Pin Missile is funny on Jolteon, fun fact, it's a really good way to counter Kadabra and Alakazam in Pokemon Stadium, the OG. Right? Because you gotta remember, Pin Missile is a physical attack because it's a bug type. Well, it's always been a physical attack, but in Gen 1 it is because it's a bug type move, as they all are, before the physical special split. And Kadabra and Alakazam are very thin on the physical defensive side, and Jolteon is one of the only Pokemon in that game that can actually outspeed it, right? Because Jolteon has 130 base speed, whereas Alakazam only has 120, so Jolteon, oddly enough, if you put Pin Missile on it back in Gen 1, it's a really good way to counter both of those two. This is too funny, man, that Cynthia was just chilling back here, and she's got a whole ass Minoon. No shot. Do you at least have Plusle too? Oh. I might get swept. Hold on. Hold on. Chat, if this thing has Hidden Power Grass or Hidden Power Water, I don't know. I don't know. But you know what I just realized? We're fighting Cynthia with an all-electric team, and I have a Dialga with Earth Power and a Palkia with Earth Power. I don't know. I think we're going to be okay. Shoo, she's got a monster in the back, though. My goodness. Okay. Screech? I don't like being screeched. Okay, here's the play, you guys. If Earthquake does less than half, I'm clicking Explosion next turn. I'm just going to tell you right now. We got to blow up this Electivire. Okay. Adamant Graveler going crazy right now. You know what? She's going to full restore. I'm blowing up on this thing. Watch this. Yeah. Watch me cook right here. Come on, Electivire. Honestly, though, this is going to do less than Earthquake. But I just kind of wanted to blow up. Ooh, damn, Graveler. Okay. That damage doesn't really make any sense. Because it's 250 base power, but Earthquake was like 300 something. But anyway, I think we're going to end this playthrough in style with Jazzy 2.0, the Arceus, against a Manectric. Because this is Cynthia's last Pokemon right here. Jazzy, you gonna two-shot this thing with Strength as it tries to go for Thunder Wave? Yeah, I don't know what we're doing here. Why are you clicking Charge thinking you're gonna one-shot me with T-Bolt, man? You're not like that. You're just not. I got the Strength. It honestly might even Oko, but we are Kecleon, so pump the brakes. No, it almost did it. Okay. Watch this. Sucker Punch. Eat. No! Charged again. Does this Manectric not even have a move? What are we doing here, man? I'm gonna sit here and click Sucker Punch till you attack, clown. Okay. Maybe I might switch it up to Strength, but one of these days, Jazzy, you won't connect this Sucker Punch and it's gonna hurt Manectric bad. There it is. GG, Cynthia. Smoked. Absolutely smoked. Static. Don't matter. We win. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a completed map randomizer of Pokemon Platinum. In style. with Jazzy 2.0, aka the Arceus, disguised as the Kecleon. That was excellent. Truly an outstanding battle. You came at just the right time, bro. That was lit. Alright. We don't care about Cynthia's dialogue, though. The point was to find everybody in the map randomizer. Mission accomplished. All things considered, you know, very, very slow start to this playthrough in episode 1. In terms of trying to find gym leaders and gather information. But with that being said, man, we had some insane luck in terms of all of the Pokemon that we caught along the way, right? We found 4 different high-level Pokemon, starting with Darkrai, who was only level 50, but still. Getting Darkrai right at the front of this playthrough, and then finding a level 80 Kecleon as Arceus last time, and then 2 more today with the level 70 cover legendaries from Diamond and Pearl. Crazy luck, man, crazy. Ah, thank you guys, I appreciate it. This was so much fun, and like I said throughout this playthrough, this really opens the door for a lot of fun things that we can do moving forward. One more thing that we weren't talking about, but we just thought today, is that we can do like an evolution randomizer as well. So, you know, it ends up I caught a lot of Pokemon like legendaries that don't evolve in this game. We ended up having like nothing that evolves, but it's not always going to play out this way. So it would be fun, even if we catch a high level Weedle. You know, you give it 1 rare candy, it can evolve into something at random. I think that's fun, and I think that's how we should approach this next time. But look, with all that being said, I'm open to suggestions, not only to people in the stream right now, but anybody seeing this in the future on YouTube, right? When you see this, man, drop a comment, tell me where we should go, what region to explore, what kind of randomized settings should we do. Well, look at this squad right here, though. That's crazy. Oh, man. 8.5 hours. That's not bad. That's not bad. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, and this really opens up the door for a lot of different things we can customize and randomize, right? This was a cool idea. It was, and it worked out good. Again, it was kind of frustrating trying to find stuff at the beginning, but it all works out in the end, man. We found like 6 gym leaders yesterday after a slow start, something like that. So a lot of fun. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and let the credits roll, just to, you know, even though this is not a ROM hack, it's just the official team's name, or, you know, official people that worked on the actual game, but it's different with the ROM hack because then there's like different names that pop up here. But shout out Sugimori, the GOAT, man, the GOAT for art. What a fun idea, man. Try out Ironmon, yeah, for sure. That looks like I see people lose their mind when they're playing Iron Man or Iron Mons. So I do 100% we got to try that, but I don't know how quickly, because like I've been telling you guys, man, there's been I'm so thankful for all the comments on YouTube and how much stuff you guys are recommending that I do. So there's like so many games to play. Like we got a list going, you know. And that's definitely going to get added to the list, Ironmon for sure, but I don't know how high up on the list, you know, because I feel like that's really hard to win. And I don't know, you know, I don't know how much time I want to spend playing Ironmon, at least right now at this point, you know, with the channel still being relatively new. So, trust me though, at some point we will get there. But I feel like that's one of those things, unless we go on like a decent run, even if I end up streaming a lot of Ironmon, like, you know, I probably wouldn't upload it to YouTube unless we had something good happen in the run, you know? And to that point, I kind of want to focus on games that at least we have a good, decent chance to win. That way we have content to upload to YouTube type thing, you know? But yeah, that's what's up, AJ. I'm glad you finally caught one live, bro. That's lit. This was fun, but you came in at just the right time, too, with battling Cynthia. That was hilarious. Bro, Rogue is so fun, man. Well, again, that's the hard thing about talking about Pokemon Rogue, because there's like Poke Rogue and then there's Emerald Rogue, you know? I don't know, we talked about Poke Rogue a little bit. I don't know. I've actually never even tried Poke Rogue, so if I tried it, I might change my opinions on it, but right now, like, Poke Rogue don't look like the game for me, man. But Emerald Rogue, that's my favorite Pokemon game. I like how they show us this cutscene and we never even got to this point in the game. Never even saw that happen. But, man, this was fun. What a good idea. Cruising on my bike. See, if I was good enough right now, I could take my green screen and like put my head over that kid's head and it would look cooler. But then I'd probably click a wrong button and the stream would crash, my computer would blow up, and it's better if I don't touch anything on the computer because I don't know what I'm doing. And I'd probably break something. Hands off the steering wheel at this point. We're just letting the credits roll. I don't want to ruin the moment. But shout out to Wingull. That's one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Well, Pelipper, but I love Wingull and Pelipper, man. Great Pokemon. Oh, look, there's King again. Hey, King. We beat the Elite Four before you, buddy. Are you still over in Canalave waiting for us to show up? Yeah, well, you ain't ever going to see me show up there, man. We also were definitely never... Wait, how could you even get to that point? You can't possibly be in that patch of grass with the water lowered like that, because then you would be soft locked. That was kind of a sus picture the Game Freak put in the credits here. Because that's like the top right corner of that lake. You come in the bottom left. But you can't get to that patch of grass if the water's lowered like that. That was fake news. We've been on this bicycle for so damn long that it's finally nighttime. And there's my Magnezone. Well, actually, we didn't have Magnezone. We had Magnezone in Pokemon Polished Crystal, but not in this game. I didn't even know Magnezone was in the credits in this. That was actually kind of cool right there. Obviously, the screen's going to look distorted because it's supposed to be like, you know, top and bottom screens of a DS, but Fiend, that means the end. Can I click a button now? Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Well, I'm going to go ahead and figure out something to say for the YouTube outro, but for the stream, we're going to bounce over to Pokemon Legends ZA here within the next few minutes. And also complete that game. So we just finally finished off this particular playthrough. It's only going to be 4 episodes on YouTube, but we're about to go record part 21 of the... I don't want to hit the outro from here. Let's go outside and get some fresh air. We're about to go record part 21 of Legends ZA. Catch me a Marshadow, Genesect. Maybe I'll mix in a Volcanion and Zeraora too. Sorry, Mom. I wasn't even paying attention. What did you say? Oh. Okay. Roger that. Alright. I think it's best we hit like an intro or outro from like right here. Not bad, not bad. But again, like I said during the credits, that was fun, and now we got ideas for a whole bunch of good stuff after this, so all in all, good idea. And to that point, you guys have a lot more good ideas that, trust me, I will get to eventually. But it's going to take some time. I can only stream, you know, for about an hour and a half a day, every day before I got to go to work during the week. So it's going to take me some time to complete all these playthroughs and move on to the next games. But trust me, even though it might be 6 months, it'll happen eventually. And we got a long list of like I said, like 20 different Pokemon playthroughs. At this point, the list might be up to like 30 games. You guys have been going crazy, but I really do appreciate it, man. For real. Thank you guys. The best part about doing this and making videos is getting to interact with everybody and talk to you guys. You know, not only for the suggestions, but also for your help, too, as I'm exploring through these regions and even these games that some of them I haven't played before, like Mystery Dungeon and stuff. There's been a lot of really good comments helping me out and, you know, telling me how to keep progressing with the story and all that stuff. So, thank you all for real. And for the YouTube side of things, in terms of finishing off this playthrough, this is going to conclude part 4 in the Pokemon Map Randomizer, and also conclude the playlist in its entirety. So just 4 episodes in and out real quick, and that's it. But to anybody that is finding this video in the future on YouTube, first of all, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I also hope that you have a good rest of your day wherever you go after watching this video. Alright, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.